at Funkadelic Studios, 40th Avenue, right by Times Square, and I'm feeling really excited. How are you doing? Good. Yeah. I'm ever here, and it's just been a great experience, and I wanted to keep going. So before we get into anything, tell me, what time is it?
Hot Topics!
That's right, it's time for Hot Topics, and Hot Topics is something that's at the tip of the tongue. It's something that people talk about at the water coolers, you know, at work, something that's trending. And what's been trending lately? Well, internationally, we have a mayor who's been making a lot of headlines in Toronto. So I'd like to actually pick someone from the audience just to see what their knowledge of Canadian politics is. Can I just get you to come up here in the hot seat with me and share this hot topic moment? And tell everybody, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Sin.
Sin. Is that short for something?
Yes, but I'm not.
You keep it Sin?
Yeah.
Okay. So, now, Rob Ford.
Yes.
Mayor Rob Ford. What do you know about him? Elections are coming up, so a lot of people have opinions. I want to know what you think.
Oh, well, I've heard a lot of things. I've seen a lot of pictures and stuff.
What have you seen?
Him with what seems to be like gang members.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, and it's really like holding onto a bong, I think, or something
Yeah, just
like
checking if we got the same pictures. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think of all that?
Well, I think it's a little crazy.
Okay.
Some people think it's like cool, but
Uh-huh.
I think it's like, well, if it's, you know, someone that you're supposed to look up to, that's supposed to help, you know, shape up your community. I don't think that's what you want in a person.
Not exactly role model material, huh?
No.
No. No. Do you think he's going to get elected again, though?
Well, I guess it depends on the people who like the chill mayor or someone who's actually serious.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, it's kind of divided because a lot of people do like him. They find him to be very on point when it comes to his business skills, but you know, his personal life might be another bag of chips. But who knows? He may get reelected. Never know. Never know. So my second question then: what do you think of our Prime Minister Tim Hortons?
I know nothing about him. Nothing.
Nothing.
Wait a second. Wait, no.
She got it. She
I was like,
it.
wait.
Tim
I used to drink that
Hortons
coffee
is a
every
franchise
day.
of coffee chains. No, Stephen Harper is the Prime Minister.
Yes. I don't read a lot of
You know,
Stephen.
really? Well, didn't you mention that you grew up in Canada or spent some time there?
Yeah, I grew up in Montreal, so I knew a bit about Pauline Marois. That's about who I heard a lot of when I was there last.
And she is the premier. She's the head of the province, no?
Yes.
Okay.
She was in Montreal, and she was just special, is what I have to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we voted her out.
Yay! Now the other thing that's been going on, people have been buzzing about Justin Bieber and the little slip up he made. What do you think of that?
I
I hear some people excited.
I actually didn't look up on it. I heard about it, but I don't even know what the story is.
Someone exhaling. What did you hear?
I heard that he made some pretty racially charged jokes back when he was like about 15,
Okay.
I think it was. There's
How
like
old
a
is he now?
video
He's 19?
of him. I think he's like 20 or
20,
something
okay.
like that. Yeah, 20, 21, somewhere around there. But yeah, like years ago, a video popped up. TMZ kind of broke the story, and when he was younger, he had made some jokes about using the N-word and different things like that. And so yeah, this is like the second time that something has come out with him saying something that's kind of racially charged. So.
Okay. All right. So what do you make of that?
Well, I guess if it was about 5 years ago, you can't judge someone on their past.
And people
plus,
keep evolving, right?
Exactly, and plus
Maturing.
I think he wasn't even famous then, so we can't be mad at something he said 5 years ago when he should be a different person right now.
So give him a second chance, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I love beeps.
You love
I'm a
beeps.
believer.
All right, well, thank you for that. We've got a great show for you. We have radio personality Arlette Davis here. And we have the president of Swiss Bionics Limited, the visionary of PEMF Systems, Allie Ochs here. And we have the CEO of Talent and Skills, Gherald Alaman here. And giving us a throwdown performance, the one and only Roderick Ortega. So you don't want to go anywhere. We'll be right back. The Nikki Clarke Show here in Times Square. Ochs here with her machine. How you doing today, Allie?
Wonderful. I'm in New York. I'm the Nikki Clarke show.
I know, it's so exciting being here. Just feel the energy when you walk down the streets and you're getting knocked over. It's like, yeah, I'm in New York. Amazing. Love the bling, by the way.
Oh,
Love the bling.
I'm a bling girl.
Yeah, I know that. I know that. Now, tell me a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your background.
I have no medical background, even though I'm in the most exciting industry in the medical field at this point in time. And I'm German, and I'm not going to apologize for it. So my story basically began that I was a basket case on a physical, mental, and emotional level. And this is a story that happens to a lot of people today in this society. They're sick, they have pain, they cannot sleep, they have no energy, they don't feel well. Mm-hmm. And in spite of conventional medicine coming up with all kinds of solutions, yes, people as a whole are not getting well. And this is what happened to me. I had severe back pain, I couldn't sleep, I was depressed, mm-hmm, I was a mess. Wouldn't know it now.
Oh, now you're glowing.
All right, and I came across what is called PEMF technology, okay, which stands for pulsating electromagnetic fields that affect every single cell in the human body.
And how many cells do we have?
75 trillion.
That's a lot.
You and I, we're 1.5 million together.
So, now it is said that we're all electromagnetic beings, right? We emit energy, and we receive energy from the environment. Right. So we need an interaction of negative and positive energy so that we have healthy functioning. So if one slows down, then we get sick.
That's right.
Okay.
And you know, we, like, as a whole, what the problem is with our health system, it only looks at symptoms, it doesn't look at the cause of whatever issues we have. And the cause always begins on the cell level. You can only ever be as healthy as your cells are.
So it's about cell health.
Yes,
okay,
exactly. And the pulsating electromagnetic fields emits frequencies that are identical to the frequencies of your human cell frequencies. There's a biological window,
right,
0.5 to 28 hertz. It's not that technical, it's not that difficult. And your cells resonate, mm-hmm, with their own frequencies. And when they do, amazing things happen because the cell is charged.
Okay.
So now it can absorb nutrients, it can utilize oxygens, your organs work at the optimal level, you have energy, you sleep well, pain goes away, and all the civilization complaints that we have that conventional medicine does not address is like amazing with the pulsating electromagnetic system.
Well, speaking to that about modern medicine, I mean, would you say that, I mean, aside from medicine, talking about maybe pharmaceutical companies, do you think that they're...
Don't get me started.
Don't get me started on that.
Yeah,
do you think that they're put in place to keep people sick?
Absolutely. That's the
it's
only
a
way.
money-making kind of,
yes, the only way
operation.
They can make money. And that is why people constantly deal with symptoms, but never get to the actual cause.
Or the cure.
Or the cure.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So how does this work exactly? So this is
a whole body mat.
It's yeah.
So it's folded, so a person can lie on it,
right,
8 minutes twice a day. That is what it takes to
60
optimize.
minutes a day. Okay.
16 in total,
mm-hmm,
right? And then we have a pillow that is like for back pain, for organs that don't function properly, mm-hmm, for localized areas. And there's brain entrainment. I mean, we could do an hour here. But the bottom line is that once you address human health on the cell level, you actually get results.
Okay.
Right? Because
how fast were the results for you when you started this?
Well, I had no clue what I was doing at the time. I didn't know, what it does, right, and how it works. But, within a few days, I noticed that my back pain was better.
And that's one of the things that your chronic pain in your back?
Right.
And, okay.
And then I was able to sleep. And then I had more energy, and then my depression went away, and everything in my body changed. And all of a sudden, over the course of time, I feel like 15, 20 years younger now than I did back then.
Oh, you look fabulous. So from a cellular level, you just transformed.
You actually explode.
Okay.
Like,
Not
really.
fast, okay.
It's, because your cells work at the optimal level.
Okay. Who's using the machine? Who's buying them?
Everybody. We have, now I can do some name dropping because we're in New York. We can brag a little. Anthony Robbins has 4 of them. Gary Roberts, famous hockey star, has 4 of them. They buy them by the fours, right? And some politicians in Canada, then Magna International, huge big company, and Jeff Bridges, right? So, but there are already 1 million people on this device. It comes from Switzerland, so it's already a medical device in Europe. And I'm so happy to be here to tell all the New Yorkers we are getting the medical device license for Canada. This is yay. I know. So little Allie's voodoo machine that she was bringing in from Switzerland is all of a sudden recognized by Health Canada.
Fantastic.
I'm so excited. So 8.5 years of hard work paid off in the name of people being able to take control over their health. Finally, this is yay.
Well, thank you for spearheading that and being so passionate about it. But it's really something that is important. I think from even children in schools, there's a lot of radiation around them that maybe parents aren't aware of. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, wireless radiation.
Wireless radiation.
People don't know. They know it exists. They know there's a problem, but they don't know what the problem is.
Right.
World Health Organization just came out with a statement saying that wireless radiation in our environment is the next cancer tsunami.
Okay.
Cancer will double, by 2020. That's only 6 years away. And how are we being affected, by wireless radiation? I love being in New York, but I feel sorry for the New Yorkers because they're more fried than the Canadians. Like, we're literally being fried all day long. And how does it happen?
And the light just went out.
There's a God. Yeah. How does it happen? Every single cell has what's called a regulatory gene inside of each cell. And this regulatory gene determines, whether your cells replicate into healthy cells or mutate. Right. So therefore you can have cancer inside of you for 7 years and all of a sudden, boom, right? Okay. And these regulatory genes are affected by wireless radiation. That's why it is such a big problem. So I don't only just want to talk about the problem, there's also a solution, reducing exposure to wireless radiation, being aware, turning off your cell phone. We talked about it yesterday.
Right.
Microwaves. Yeah. Don't put your freaking egg in the microwave, okay? Because I won't eat it. Turning off your cell phones, putting them in airplane mode, not sleep with them while they are, on fire. Right. And the problem with wireless radiation is why people don't take it seriously, because we can't hear it, we can't feel it, we can't taste it, therefore we think it's not a problem.
It's an invisible problem.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right?
Gotcha.
It's the elephant in the room.
Yeah. Well, even cancer is a symptom of something. It's not really.
That's right.
Okay.
And we can counteract that by using a pulsating electromagnetic field.
Okay.
And we have, a fabulous visionary Formula 1 race car driver who is my friend and CEO. And we're coming out with what is a tablet version, Android-based. It's only this big. And the mat you can fold like this.
When's that coming out?
June!
All right.
End of this month. I'm going to Florida for the lunch.
I'm so proud of you. I'm proud to, call you friend, and what you're doing for the world. It's very special.
It feels good.
It really does. Any anecdotes that you want to share? Anything funny that you encountered doing this?
Yeah, I love this story. I told it many times. I had I'm not sure whether you want to call him a patient or a customer, and he is 82 years old. And he bought this old system primarily because he couldn't sleep and he had severe back pain. And so he calls me and says that his back pain has actually improved.
Awesome.
And I'm thinking, great. So his wife feels better, she can sleep better. And he says, oh, Allie, but just between you and I, and actually his doctor recommended this to him, which was fascinating. And he had a little secret to share. between he and I and said to me,
And you're telling us a secret.
yeah, but I'm not giving you the name. Like
Okay.
it could be like the next mayor of Toronto. You don't know that. And he said, and my sex drive has improved. And I'm like,
that's always a good thing.
Right, right. And I mean, I recommended that his wife use it on a regular basis too. If your sex drive improves, you want to make sure your wife's up to par.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Definitely. That's funny. So where can people find you?
They can find us in Oakville, Ontario.
I heard people go, huh? Where's that?
Where's that? It's beautiful. With www.PEMFglobal.com or www.imrs.com or www.omnium1. We've got it all. That's the new model, the Omnium One.
Okay, that's
Or
your
the best way to find me, and you want to do that because you want to know what's going on in the world of health. At Allie Ochs on Facebook, find me, connect with me. I love it. I love to have friends in New York.
Awesome. All right, Allie, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Gherald Alaman. How you doing? Now, remind me, how did we connect?
Well, through a singer friend of ours, mutual friend,
Right.
Jonathan.
Yes, and he was part of Canadian Music Week event that I had in Toronto in May, and he was fantastic.
Great guy.
Yeah, he's a really great guy.
Talented performer.
Very talented. So tell me a little bit about your company, Talent and Skills. You're the CEO and founder, and when did you begin that?
Basically, we introduced ourselves to the general public in December of 2010.
Okay.
But basically, I've been helping out talent since high school, so for a very long time.
So you have an eye for talent. You have like this intuition, you know, when someone's like hot.
Correct.
Yeah, I've got, you know. So you would have been able to pick up Usher. I mean, not Usher. Usher picked up Bieber. You would have seen him and said, yeah, he's the guy. He's the money.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. So who have you represented?
Well, we represent a whole variety of different actors, models, singers, dancers, comedians. We help them find gigs. We connect them with filmmakers, casting directors, producers, and other industry professionals.
Okay. So you must be kept pretty busy being in like at the hub of entertainment business in New York City, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very busy.
Now you work outside of New York as well?
Well, the
Just mainly
company,
New York?
I mean, pretty much our clients are worldwide. So we have talent in like most of the major cities around the world.
Okay. All right, so you say that you have an eye for talent that started in high school. When did you know you wanted to actually begin a business in this?
I would say after college. Actually, the whole talent skills idea evolved in college during a web project, and it was to pretty much come up with a business that's different from everything else. And I said, let me create a talent business that's going to help basically look out after talent, because it's just sick and tired of people getting ripped off by photographers, by agencies. So the whole idea came out of it. It's just pretty much to help other talent not get ripped off and know where to look.
Yeah, in the right direction. Well, let's talk a little bit about that because I've heard some horror stories of artists genuinely looking for representation. They're very trusting. They put their investment in an agency and then things go wrong. So someone who's coming into something like singing or dancing, they want to perform, what should they look for when they're looking for a legitimate agency?
Well, basically what I tell every talent, if the agency's going to ask you for money, run.
Okay, that's a red flag.
That's a red flag.
Okay, all right, that's good to know.
So basically, the only time you actually give them money is if they're going to get you a paid gig, you give them 10%.
So that's after the fact?
Correct.
When you make the money, then you can hand it over?
Correct.
Okay.
But some other agencies, they'll try to use like other ways to try to scam you, like, oh, you have to get pictures done through us, and they'll charge you an arm and a leg. So it's another way to scam you. So if they tell you you have to get pictures done through them, run. I mean, they should give you alternate options.
Okay. All right. Can you talk about a time when maybe you've heard of or maybe you experienced a situation where it was really bad? Something like a lesson that you want to share with us?
Those kiosks that you see at the mall, they're like the biggest scammers because they sell you false dreams.
Okay.
Basically, they sell you false dreams.
Okay.
You know, and they try to charge you an arm and a leg. They'll charge you at least $1,000 or so for pictures.
So if you see that, someone approaches you, then run. I've actually, I have daughters, two beautiful daughters, and they've been approached a couple of times in Toronto. Someone's handed them a business card and said, you know, come over and we want to take pictures and that kind of thing. And then they did tell me, luckily, before they went to the agency that, yeah, they were asked for $500 to do a portfolio. So I knew right away to discourage them not to go ahead with that. But it happens all the time. You know, if you don't have people that you can share that with or, you know, disclose information, that maybe you'll fall into that kind of trap, someone who's vulnerable. So it's good to know that you're there, you're doing it the right way, you have a lot of integrity, and you're cautioning people with that. That makes things work very well for you, you know, when you're transparent with your company. So, so where can people find you when they want to get some representation?
Well, basically they can find us online. We're on www.talentandskills.com. We're also socially branded. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. Pretty much they just have to search Talent and Skills.
Okay, all right. And is there anything that you want to see happening in the next 5 years with your company?
Well, basically, I want to see more talent getting discovered. You know, more talent getting jobs, and that's pretty much the game plan. You know.
All right. All right. Thank you. Words of the wise, Gherald Alaman. Joining me in the hot seat is radio personality loving me today, Arlette Davis. Thank you so much for joining me.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we can give her a one of my favorite colors. I like the hot pink.
Thank you.
Muy caliente. So we drove it together from Toronto. Yeah, the Toronto posse. Yeah, what? In New York. And tell me a little bit about Loving Me Today Radio, when that started.
Okay, so first, my organization is lovingmetoday.com, which is actually an organization that supports the growth, edification, and empowerment of women. Because there's so many people walking around that are just broken and don't have any self-direction or, you know, any esteem. So we just kind of delve into that and help people rediscover themselves, reinvent themselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do they find you? I mean, online, or do you do a lot of public speaking?
I do a lot of public speaking. I also freelance as a PR manager, so I'm out there. So people do see me, connect with me. Also, it helps that I am on the radio with a program called Women of Influence.
Okay.
And you've been a guest on that show. So that show is to showcase women in the community that are positively leading and impacting other women. And that is a 102.7 FM, Stouffville, Ontario, Whistle Radio.
Okay. Can people get it online?
Oh yeah, you can also go online to lovingmetoday.com, which is my site, and visit the podcast, or you can go to Whistle Radio and view the past shows.
Yeah, and thank you for allowing me to, be a part of that. It was great to be a guest. You have really wonderful questions, and I like the movement that you're starting to help women embrace themselves in an empowering way, and to teach others to give back.
It's very important, and one of my favorite quotes is from Shirley Chisholm, and she stated that the service that we pay or the rent that we pay in life is a service to other people.
Right.
So technically, if you're existing or living in this world and you're not, empowering someone or helping someone or giving, then you are kind of living rent-free. And what happens to people who live rent-free?
Anybody?
They get evicted. It doesn't germinate anything that's positive or good, right? So if you want to get, you got to give, right? Just like if you want something to come out of the ground, you got to put something in the ground.
You got to nurture
so,
it. Yeah.
Law of reciprocation.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Amen to that. let's talk a little bit about your evolution as a woman, because
evolution.
sometimes we don't always start out as, I am woman, hear me roar. We're not always empowered. Sometimes we need to get there on a journey. Tell us a little bit about your journey.
My journey, well, what I love about myself is that I can identify with a lot of different people and demographics. I have 2 children, and I talk about my children a lot because they are my motivating factors. They're my reason, and everyone has their why in life. For me, it's my boys. So I have had 2 children. I don't want to say at an early age because I was married young, but I had 2 children and, divorced. And I was left in a situation where I had to, raise 2 young kids, being a young mother, still in college, and, pushing forward. So, I mean, I had every opportunity to give up, to quit, to stop, to say, you know what, either I'm going to buy diapers, or I'm going to, buy food, or I'm going to pay a bill. Like, you have to make choices like that, and I was faced with a lot of things. So I understand what it means to have not enough, and then, like you said, be in a position now where you do have enough and you're able to kind of, give to others. But like I said, my journey has been up and down. I'm still going through my journey. I don't want to make anyone feel like I've arrived. I haven't arrived. I'm still hustling, if you will. The New Yorkers would say I'm still hustling. I'm still doing my thing. I'm still, pounding the pavement. But I can identify with a lot of people who are struggling or who have struggled. And I can identify with a lot of people who have tasted success also.
Right.
So,
okay. Yeah, and that's beautiful. And I think awareness is half the battle.
Yes.
Understanding where you're at is probably a very powerful thing.
Yes.
Along this way. And about my whole evolution of this program, I didn't entirely understand what it was until maybe a year ago. What the purpose of this was, and now that I'm at this place, I realize that when I became a single mother of 3 children, that I felt very disconnected, because it's something that carries with you that you don't really want to share with the world, that you're feeling kind of guilty or maybe a little bit ashamed, and it's a liberating thing when you're able to share your story and also create a platform for other people to share these experiences as well, because there might be someone on the other side watching and feeling, okay, well, I'm not alone, because that person went through the same thing that I'm going through right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It helps people to, feel that they're not alone. Oh my goodness, she looks great, and she went through that, really? Yeah. And it helps people to open up and understand that it may be their part of their journey, part of the story, some of the things that they have to go through to experience before they can get to where they want to be.
Exactly. So what's next for you? You've got so much going on.
I don't know, because I never thought I'd be in New York. So, the sky's the limit. It's hard to say, but, expect to see me more in the public eye. I've been called to do a lot of things that involve me being in front of the cameras. So look out for me on television, internet, of course. Visit my site if you really want to know what's coming down the pipeline, because I'll be posting things there, creating a media page. So again, it's lovingmetoday.com. Yeah.
All right. And if I know someone, or someone would like to come on your show, how do they go about submitting their story?
Again, lovingmetoday.com, on the contact page, you can submit your bio or your story. I get back to everyone. I don't have anyone answering my emails. I answer my emails. So, I'd love to hear from you. No story's too big or too small, and you don't have to be, there in order to contact me. It doesn't matter who you are. Even if you need help, that's what I'm here for. And if I can't help you, I'm going to connect you to someone who can.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much. By Roger Ortega. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Roger Ortega.
There's only one of you. girl, you're 1 in 7 billion. Never thought a guy like me would have a chance. I heard of love, but never had a real one. When like lightning strikes, it was all that could stand. And it was like this can be right. Always thought love was just a lie. When I tried it, I got burned. And it was no, never again. Wanna give up, this is the end. When I found you, and I learned, that you can't win if you don't play. Girl, I hit the lottery. Now I'm stepping back like, and I can't believe it, no. All in, and now I'm made. Girl, I hit the lottery. Now I'm stepping back like, and I can't believe it, no. Like a star that falls once in a lifetime. You came crashing down, your love when you're on me. You're such a treasure, red barrel, you're a rare find. More than destiny, girl, we were meant to be, yeah. And it was like we can be right, no, some love, just a lie. You danced into my life, yeah. And it was no, never again, gonna give her up, this is the end. And I gave you one more try, that you can win if you don't play. Girl, I hit the lottery. Now I'm stepping back like, and I can't believe it, all in, and now I'm made. Girl, I hit the lottery. Now I'm stepping back like, and I can't believe it, you're a needle in a haystack, grain of sand on the beach now. Win a ticket and I scratched that when I got you. Call it love, tell you what, chalk it up to you was sent from up above for me, yeah. Oh, girl, I hit, yeah. The lottery, yeah. The lottery, yeah. Don't play, girl, I hit the lottery. Girl. And I can't lay down, and I got you in, and now I'm in. Girl, I hit the lottery. Now I'm stepping back like, and I can't believe it. I'm a lucky man, girl. I'm a lucky girl. So lucky to have you, lucky to have you, yeah. So lucky to have you, lucky to have you, yeah. So lucky to have you, lucky to have you.
This next song is my single produced by the native ones here, Sounds Insane, and DJ Rock, called Drink Up, Freak Out, so hope you guys can check it out.
The week is gone, throw it away. Tonight we gonna party like tomorrow's judgment day. We came here to dance and make it okay. Drink up, freak out, drink up, freak out. You're not alone, I'm here to stay. Tonight we gonna party cause tomorrow's hell of a day. So go on and dance and make it okay. Drink up, freak out, drink up, freak out. Put your hands together, come on. Money time, girl, make me wanna dance. You got the legs for days, you got me in a trance. So what I wanna know is what you're doing tonight. Oh, take cover, girl, angelic with your pretty smile. I'm not mistaken, yes, I noticed there's another side. So what I wanna know is what you're doing. up, freak out, drink up, freak. You're not alone, I'm here to stay. Tonight we gonna party, cause tomorrow's hell to pay. So go on and dance, and make it okay. Drink up, freak out, drink up, freak out. We gon' go out, we gon' get down. We gon' drink up, we gon' freak out. Girl, I make it sexy, but you make it freaking hot. Once your body gets the poppin' and the B&B's come on. So what I wanna know is what you're doing tonight. Oh, oh. You and I get in my car and drive. We gonna go all night. We gonna dirty ride. The weekend's gone, throw it away. Tonight we gonna party like tomorrow's Judgment Day. We came here to dance and make it okay. Drink up, freak out, drink up, freak. You're not alone, I'm here to stay. Tonight we gonna party, cause tomorrow's hell to pay. So go on and dance and make it okay. Drink up, freak out, drink up, freak out. Oh, hey, oh. We gon' freak out tonight, baby doll. Bump your baby, throw it all out the window, just let it go, yeah. Get you that beat, girl, back rub, girl. Let's freaking know what a booty's that girl from beginning to end, no doubt. Drink up, freak out, yeah. Yeah, simple Saturday night. Woo! You know how we do. Roll, oh, roll. You ready to party? The weekend's gone, throw it away. Tonight we gonna party like tomorrow's Judgment Day. We came here to dance and make it okay. Drink up, freak out, drink up, freak. You're not alone, I'm here to stay. Tonight we gonna party, cause tomorrow's hell to pay. So go on and dance and make it okay. Drink up, freak out, drink up, freak out.
One more time for Roger Ortega.
Thank you very much. It's so good to see you again here in New York now. Last time I saw you, we were in Toronto. So.
For my birthday.
That's right, it was your birthday party. That's right.
Yeah, no, you threw down then again as well. You're just amazing.
Thank you very much.
And tell me, what are some of the things that you're up to?
I just came off a sold-out show at the Cutting Room in New York City last Wednesday night, which was really awesome. And now I am getting ready to go back into the studio because I've hit delays with the album, which was supposed to be out now, but we're pushing it back to fall. I'm getting ready to shoot a video for this song, I think in a couple weeks, and just kind of getting ready for, we're doing a huge UK push for this song right now. So we're in the beginning stages of that, but I'm really excited about where this song's going to go. So
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. So I just want to say thanks to the native ones who produced the track for me. Other than that, my voice made it through this show after a very, very long weekend of partying with the New Kids on the Block. So,
wow, what was that like?
They do a cruise every year. This is the first cruise that I went on with them. And what was really cool was I couldn't take 20 steps and not get recognized by a lot of my fans. Because we share a lot of the same fans. My demographics, a little bit older. But it was a really neat experience for me to be there and party until 6 or 7 in the morning every night with Donnie Wahlberg, who doesn't stop to party.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Any other shout outs you want to give?
Shout out to the native ones, Mex Mix Entertainment, Katrina out in Toronto, and of course my beautiful wife and my daughter.
We'll be back. For coming and supporting the show. Give yourselves a big, big applause. Allie Ochs, thank you so much. Arlette Davis, thank you. Roger Ortega, Gherald Alaman, for a wonderful first show at Funkadelic Studios, and I'm happy to come back July 30th with some more amazing guests, so hopefully you'll come through for that. And I also want to let you know that I just launched an online TV network called the Nikki Clarke Network, which is 24 hours of online inspiring programming. So if you'd like to take a look at that, I have 3 other shows involving, one's called Foodie Central, about dining experiences. Another one is called And the Beat Goes On. It just profiles entertainers, singers. And then I have another one that's called, hold on, I forgot. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank, but anyway, a lot of new shows that are coming up, so hopefully you'll take a look at that. So I have a song that I wrote last year called You Got Me, and it was about a really great dating experience. It was so great that I had to write it that night. You know, and you have that itch to write. Yeah. So I poured my heart into this, and I hope you like it. It's got a little old school flavor. Anybody like old school? Yeah! And Roger Ortega likes it, so I love this song. This is for you, Roger. Thank you.
Baby, 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 you're really something. I'm tripping off your loving. Tell me how you do that. Saw the tides of love come and go, and this time I know for sure, 'cause you got me in the morning, and my candlelight. You got me in the morning, and my candlelight. You got me without warning. You got me, baby, baby, baby. Tell me what you're thinking. I hope it's what I'm feeling. Hey, tell me how you do that. Let my guard down, let you in. And this time I am winning, 'cause you got me. You got me in the morning, and my candlelight. You got me in the morning. You got me, you got me, you got me in the morning, and my candlelight. You got me without warning. You got me, you got me. Listen, yeah, you got me, baby. I know it sounds crazy. It didn't take me a long time to figure you out, boo. You're so fine. I wasn't looking for this, but I knew I'd miss this chance to kiss you. Can I convince you? Say I'm yours forever. And oh, yeah, I surrender. You got me in the morning. Chance to get it. My candlelight. And you got me in the morning. You got me. You got me. You got me in the morning, and my candlelight. You got me without warning. You got me, you got me, you got me in the morning. You got me, you got me without warning. You got me, you got me, you got me in the morning. You got me in the morning, my candlelight. You got me without warning.
Thank you.